Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Oxygen Not Included, Aquatic Planet Pack where we have everything included with it. Um, Today we are wanting to set up a kitchen, I think. Um, we have the bedroom set up, we have the dining hall set up. Um, we have banquet hall is what it's called now. You know, we moved our bathrooms over. We still have our hospital, which we had to adjust a little bit. So we have all those things set up. We even have a couple showers. We want to set up a cooking area. And this will hopefully be it. I'm setting up it's almost an old school thing that we're gonna do. That I might adjust. That I'll likely just adjust to kind of meet what we need. Because the way I usually do it, the way I usually go about doing it. Let's see. We'll need to cap these off, and then what I'll do is I'll run some hydrogen in, and then break the pipes, and or deconstruct the pipes, and then have the hydrogen in here, because you can deconstruct through tiles as well. The only thing is I don't think you can build conveyor chutes through tiles, so I haven't built those yet, so it's okay. If I'm not mistaken, let's get these deconstructed because I think what we need for this is I need this here. Oh, not here. Here. Because we won't want it to see this. And then there'll be another one here. And then what should happen is we need a micro musher, which will be here. I could put a fridge there, but I don't really think I need to put a fridge there. And then I will also do I want to stay with sushi since we're in the Aquatic Planet Pack. Like, it just kind of makes more sense to me to stay with sushi. Since, like I said, since we're in the Aquatic Planet Pack. So I want to do sushi. And do we have anything we're doing on the electric grill barbecue? Well, we're not getting too much barbecue now because all of our slogos died. I don't know if I showed this in the last video, but all our slogos did die. They starved because we ran out of salt, and we were out of salt for a bit too long. And as we got salt, we refilled them, but there were no slogos to eat them at that point. So no more slogos, which means no more barbecue. And whereas that's okay, it just kind of means that we have to adjust. We kind of have to adjust what we're doing here. The thing we're going to need. Let's see. I want to make sure to actually stop this before it gets there. All right. There we go. I don't actually need that much. Oops. I was supposed to do this. Can't get up here now? Oh, that's really funny. Thank you. Then do this. Do I have... Let's see, and this guy can reach everything here. So we will, I guess, put a grill here. And you can still reach here, which means we could also just go ahead and do a spice grinder. And now we can build this and this. Let's see, how do we need to do this? Shipping wise, you need to be able to pick up this to put in these things. So we need meal lice to go here. And we need... That doesn't make any sense. Hold on. What we can do is we can make sure that there is a fridge here. Because this fridge will hold the food that these guys can grab to eat. So this needs to be finished food. Finished food, not finished food. Because this can reach all of these. And even this, I believe. So, let's see. So, ingredients, finished food. Right? I do believe so. So let's see. Edible, calamari, fish fillets, java fillets, lettuce. We can put lice loaf in there. This can access this, so we don't really have to. I think we put lice loaf in this one up here. Definitely put meal lice, definitely put meat. Oh, that was an autosave. Let's see, raw shellfish, plant meat, salty sticks. Alright, and then everything else goes here. So finished food. I didn't put the cooking ingredients in here. Let's see, cooking ingredients, nori. Mashed beans, pincha, that's perfectly fine. Then edible, we want barbecue. We will just go ahead and put lice loaf in there as well. Pemmican doesn't need to be done anyway. Smoked fish, squash fries, and sushi rolls. Have we not made uni or nigiri yet? I guess not. Interesting. Or edamame for that matter. Alright. Why do you think this isn't a kitchen? Is it too big? Oh, it's missing a refrigerator. You have to have a refrigerator in the room for it to be a kitchen? Really? That's interesting. That is alright, though. So this will be barbecue. This will be raw shellfish, cooked seafood, and fried mushroom, if we get it. This will be sushi rolls all the time. We will want this chilled. So we'll do that. So these are what we need for now. And what I can do is let me deconstruct this, deconstruct this. There's hydrogen in here. Okay. Should be hydrogen in here and hydrogen in here now. But what I would like to do is I want more than that in there just in case something flashes. Perfect. Yeah, and these guys can auto-deliver it. We can corner build that. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure, like, what dictates what you can corner build and what you can't. Because I know you can, you know, do regular tiles, of course, but... We don't want that to go through that vent. So we'll let it go all the way back and then come all the way back forward. Alright. Goodness gracious, I got the hiccups. Alrighty. Click that. Click that. And then I will go and deconstruct these again. Alright. Perfect. What's this made out of? Siltstone? That's fine. It'll be okay for now. And this, we can allow manual use. You can't access here. You can't access here. I think I want you to be able to access here. What happens if I deconstruct this tile? If I deconstruct this tile, can you access anything else here? I will likely put, yeah, we're putting in Nori now. That's fine. All this is likely stale. I'm gonna do this. Okay, let's stop this for now. And then I will put a bin here. Bin here. Can you you can't reach this bin. That's a little annoying. I think for now what we need to do is we need to deconstruct this. And because some of this stuff is going to spoil, we want to pull out the bad stuff immediately. Rot. Dirt. Set that to a 1 so that we don't get it delivered. Alright. You can't see the ground there, so you can't deliver that. Somebody's suffocating. That's not great, but it'd be fine. Just in case we get any rot or anything, it should deliver it. We're in a sterile atmosphere now. So sterile atmosphere does decrease the decay rate, but not by a huge amount. That's kind of why we need this all to be cooled. And actually, I'm not sure if we have the research for it. Crazy enough, we might not. ¿Dónde está? It's right here. Nice. So we don't quite have it fully, and that's okay. But what we will do is, this is all water, which is fantastic. I am going to do a little cheeky let's see, are you attached to anything? You are attached to things. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So what I could do here is I could take these guys and I could make a Let's see, how wide does this need to be? So let's do this. Okay, I don't know why I can't cancel that. I'm gonna want... Alright guys, I am sorry about that. I think OBS kind of went kaput on me, and that's okay. Um so before it went out, and I thought I had recorded all this, but apparently not. We did our kitchen. So I have completed the kitchen. We're now up to cycle 280. But I have completed the kitchen. It has two spots of deep frozen food. We have our finished food, and this guy can access this refrigerator and the finished food, but it can't touch the ingredients. Um, and it can also grab all the stuff that we make and put it into this, which then goes into, oh, sorry, what, am I crazy? Sorry, no, this doesn't grab anything. My bad. This can grab finished food, put it in the fridge, and also um put like ingredients and stuff in here if it needs to. And then this guy is able to grab all of the finished food and put it into here, which then slides it to the finished food bin here. Now this can't access this guy, um, which is fine. Which we don't really need it to, because we don't really want it to grab these ingredients, throw them in this bin, and then just keep rotating it. That's just a waste of energy and a waste of time. Um, and then, of course, I did bring over the natural gas for the gas range. That way we can make like surf and turf or frost burgers at some point if we want to. We don't have frost buns yet because we don't have any sleet wheat. Um, but that's perfectly fine. It gives us that option. Um, I have, like I said, I have this stuff deep frozen. So we have insulated pipes with the radiant pipes in the middle, and then of course this has hydrogen gas in it to keep it sterile. Um, and with this, we built a little system down here with two aqua tuners. Um, the aqua tuner on the left is going to keep these turbines cool. The aqua tuner on the right is the one that is cooling down this ethanol that I'm pretty sure I did after OBS crashed, where I set up some ethanol distillers and started making some ethanol out of all the wood we're getting from over where we found the pips originally. So we have harvested that wood and we are making a bunch of ethanol because ethanol, if you don't know, ethanol is ethanol goes all the way down to negative 114, which is well past the the negative 18 that you need for deep frozen. Um, all of our other liquids that we currently have available are they freeze. They freeze near that negative 18 point, and we don't want anything that could potentially freeze, because then it'll break the pipes, then it'll ruin our little atmosphere that we've got, or get too warm, and we don't want that. We want something that can go really, really low. Now, the problem with this is the specific heat and thermal conductivity are pretty dookie. Um, so it doesn't keep things cool that great. However, it's enough when in contact with this hydrogen to keep it down. Right now, it's negative 33.5, which is plenty to keep it down there to that, to keep the food down to that negative 18. Now, it looks like we threw something in here when it was almost spoiled, and it must have either spoiled on the line, or something like that. And it looks like this is polluted dirt. It'll take me forever to tap through this. Yes, it looks like this is polluted dirt. We want to remove this from here. Now, it is overpressured. It's overpressured because we have 1900 grams of hydrogen in this room. I don't remember the exact amount before it overpressures things. But thankfully it's overpressured, so we don't have to worry about it too much. I would like to take it out because I don't want the game to calculate, or like a save to cause the game to recalculate and then it emit during that calculation and it ruin my atmosphere. Because we want this to stay in a sterile atmosphere so that everything doesn't spoil. Now, thankfully, our calories are just shooting up now that our stuff is not spoiling, now that we are cooking consistently, and everything is in one area. Like, we're able to expend these 5 kilograms at a time in this fridge and refill it, and we're good. So thankfully we've got all that going. I wanted to get all that set up. And like I said, I got this area set up with the, it probably doesn't need 2 steam turbines, but I have them there anyway. And I don't even have the aquatuner running, the cooling aquatuner running right now because this temperature is only, the temperature of the water is only 60 degrees. Like, it's the amount of time I've had this running already. I mean, it hasn't even flashed yet, and it'll be a long time before it even gets to the point to where these guys can harvest it. The steam has to be at 125 degrees, so it's going to be a little while. It'll get there at some point, don't get me wrong, but it's going to take it some time. So we're not super worried about it at the moment. We set up, if I'm not mistaken, I set up some of these wires. So these guys are going into this transformer. I know it looks a little weird, because why is this little wire going into the big spot? It's because these are giving power. And so the big spot is where the power is given, and the little spot is where the power is dumped out, essentially. So we're dumping power from these guys onto this line, and the same way with this one, we're dumping it onto this line just to make sure we can consistently run these aquatuners. I had it connected here and with all of this stuff, but because this guy was running and I don't have the entire grid upgraded, it was starting to break some of my lines, which we did not want. So we got that fixed. We got this set up to where we're able to consistently run this, and we have it set up to the battery and all that happy stuff. Um, and this will end up being uh, hopefully, this will end up being self-powered at some point, and we won't have to super worry about it. Um, and I mean, as long as it keeps our food good, I mean, we're having a good time. We could, if we need to, we could extend this and set up another aquatuner so that we can keep our base cool. If I'm not mistaken, the base temp, we're getting kind of warm in here. Um, that shouldn't be that big of a deal, but I mean, we do have cold over here we could spread, which is actually kind of coming into my base a little bit anyway. Sorry, the dog's over there digging on her bed. We want to dig this as far as we can. We don't want our dupes being anywhere able to get out. It is funny to say it like this, but we do want them trapped. We don't want them to be able to go too far out as soon as we get them locked into the base. We'll do that. All right. So let's get some suits made. The suits, we set up a exosuit forge. We can just make them out of zinc. It's not gonna hurt anything. We have 131 reed fiber, and that is with us not even. I don't think we have a reed fiber farm anywhere. That's just with the natural reed fibers that are in these like biomes. Like we have one here ready to harvest. There was one here that we didn't dig up. Like it's honestly kind of insane the amount of reed fibers that we have. I don't actually really know how we got the feather fiber. I think that might have came from, honestly, I'm actually not sure. I'm not sure what that came from. So we'll get these suits going. How much iron do we have? We have a decent amount. So that's 4 of these, and then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. Make 20. Because we'll want 20 for this. We'll want 20 for this. Let's see. You'll do. So we'll build 20 for now. We shouldn't need any more than that. I can't turn this power into... Probably do is this. Does this decrease decor? Yeah, decor negative 15. What will likely have to happen is we'll likely have to plug this up. Gonna overflow. Not really. It's actually fine. It'll take us a while to get all this built. And then the problem is going to be is we're going to need oxygen. Now, the oxygen is going to be a slight bit more of a problem because we are pumping oxygen into this, or into our base. Empty pipe. Our power is a problem down here, apparently. Which is not great. Is this power not attached to this? What does this need removed? We don't need these on there anymore. Move those. That should give us plenty of power back to make sure that this is running constantly. We don't want this not to run. We want our oxygen to run constantly. Problem is, though, is our salt water is running down a bit. I did also set up, or I started to set up, the transporting all of this stuff. Oh, autosave. We'll get that over there. Get all of this built. I think what I'll do is I will pump this oxygen here for now. I don't know how many we can actually run. If I could get this built, that'll at least hold this power for a little while. At the very least, it'll prioritize the base first, and then the oxygen will come through here. We are overloading. Doesn't need to be a yellow alert. This bridge is overloading for some reason. What is running on this bridge? I don't need any of that upper stuff attached. There is a lot on this line, huh? 4,165. Holy moly. We might need to split this. Well, these aren't being used anymore, so that's not important. We will use these. We do use all of this. These aren't being used right now because we don't have this logos. Wait, there's actually... What? There's not that much on this line. Why would it be overloading? I guess it is encompassing all of this stuff, but these are like 5 watts each. So it's not like it's that much. Or at least, I mean, not really. Oh, the wire's not even connected yet. That'll connect the wire. We will need power just to this. We need to deconstruct this. I'm gonna get this polluted dirt out of here. I don't want it in there. And another autosave when I'm zoomed in doing something. How's our decor looking? We have a lot of decor around this. What is this negative decor here? Man, the lavatories decor is actually awful. I didn't realize it was that bad. I wish I had some gold ore to make it out of, but I don't, sadly. We don't want this to extend out anymore. I am okay with just clearing out this edge entirely. I'm gonna have so much liquid to clean out of this map. Okay, that's all at a 5, so we're not super worried about it. Funny enough, this is staying full power. When do these actually draw energy, then? Current load is 0, and these guys should still be loading with oxygen, just not, I mean, albeit not very fast. Is our power struggling over here again? Yeah. What I think I'll do is I don't want this to ever stop working. So what I think I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna pop this here, this here. What I'm gonna want to do is I'm gonna want to set this up to where we don't have to do this anymore at some point. I would actually call that a 9. Oh, there's so much stuff to clean up, man. But we got our kitchen set up. I showed all of that. We got our little coolant set up. That type of thing. Like I said, we will probably want to cool these areas some because they are getting kind of warm. We need this area to stay cool because our mealwood won't work if we don't. So we should be getting plenty of meat from... Can we really not reach that corner? No, we can't reach that corner. It's a bit annoying. Yeah, we're cramped. It's okay. Yeah, we only have 2 pip eggs over here right now, because these guys have been cramped with this egg for who knows how long. It's at 76% incubation. Oh boy, oops. Get that done. Honestly, I like how our little base area looks. There are a couple of these that I would like to finish out. I should have plenty of wood, I would think. So we did... Do I not have a green one? I don't have a green one in that style. Oops. Well, it's fine. I had to figure something out here in a minute. Looks like we're gonna have to go black. They weren't able to leave the base. That's quite funny. That's good, though. That's exactly what we want. We want them to not be able to leave the base. There we go. Got that set up now. So this should never run out of power, essentially. We should never have that problem. Oh, we have a printable. Just grab some pemmican. That's perfectly fine. We have 18. This is 8.8. That means we don't actually have enough oxygen going through. That's okay. There are plenty of sources around the map producing oxygen, so it should be okay. But we do kind of need a new oxygen setup. Funny enough. And honestly, what we might have to do... Why is this lagging behind? This shouldn't be lagging behind like this. What? Why is this lagging like this? It was not lagging like that. Okay. It's fine now. Alright, cool game. Cool game, cool. Cool. We might need to set up an area just like this for oxygen. Which will be interesting. Let's see. How are we doing down here? You have a lot of water. We're at 10,000 kilos here. And in all of these areas. 25,000 kilos here. No suffocating. We don't want to suffocate now. Then we'll read here. What do we want to do? So I do have this entire area over here that I could set up for it. Which honestly wouldn't really be a big problem. Let's see. I'm going to put... Where is my pitcher pump? I'll put a pitcher pump here so it can access salt water and brine. First 5. So we don't need suits to come over here and do food. Which, you know, I mean, why would we need suits to do food? I would like to deconstruct this. How's the decor up here? Decor's not great. There is polluted water here. This must have been where someone came to throw up earlier. Do I not have somebody in doctoring? I have a 1 person in doctoring. Who is in doctoring? Alright. Perfectly fine. Do that. Mechatronics engineer. You are hurt. Why are you so hurt? Why are these lit up? Alright, Higby, get in there. I don't know why Higby was so hurt, but that's okay. I would like these suits delivered. I don't know if we've actually been making any of them. Waiting for materials. We have not made any of them. That's alright. Not really that big of a deal. Have 9.1 tons of refined carbon. I think we're okay right now. We are suffocating. I would like us to not do that. That's good. I think we should probably get oxygen going over here. Just because of the fact that, honestly, just because of the fact that it's so close to the base. And we're going to want oxygen distribution for this. We're going to want oxygen distribution for this. It'll allow us to have more power. So, I mean, honestly, I mean, it does kind of just make sense to have all of this stuff over here. And we don't want to be able to jump over here. We can do it just like this. I could put a pole there. Honestly, I don't really see why I wouldn't. Because if we want, let's see, this is 8.8 per, 8.8 grams per second per. So this is only about 17. We can say about 800 per. So it's about 8 dupes per plus some. And honestly, that plus some can be used more for this. So if we're talking 8 per, in order to have 32 dupes, we need 4 of them. And I'd like to have at least 32 to 40 dupes. So we need 4 to 5 of the of the electrolyzers. Now that is going to require a lot of water. And I think I only have, so far, I think this is my only water geyser. Do I have another one? What is this one? It's a gold volcano. It's not what I want. I would actually kind of like to open that up, though. Honestly, gold volcanoes, they're not that hot. So, I mean, we can let it run by itself for a minute. And then once we get in here with suits, it'll be fun. It will heat up this area, but the area is already really cold, so... So, let's see. Any other geysers? Any other geysers? So, I know we have the polluted brine vent down here. Which is a water source. I'm not sure how difficult that is going to be to, like, tame and then clean out the water. That's an oil fissure, so that's not extremely helpful. That's a CO2. That doesn't do anything for me. Man, where are all the other geysers? I know we have the natural gas geyser, which is kind of like having a polluted water geyser. Because your gas, shoot, the gas things do give you polluted oxygen. And what I actually kind of want to do here is I kind of want to... I would very much like to create an area that I can put all of this gas. So I think I'm going to do that real quick. Nothing, honestly, nothing crazy, just like, let's see. Ventilation, I need a... Need a pump. I need... I might need to liquid lock it though, is the annoying thing. Ventilation. Oh, oh, there we go. And what I'll need to make sure that I have... Where are my little gas vents here? I'll need to make sure it is under 2 kilos of liquid. Which very much shouldn't be a problem. Let's just do... Let's do brine. No, I tried to pause it. Ah, shoot, I'm gonna have to mop one little corner there. Deconstruct that. Well, what do we have? We have 30 grams. Ari, why do you keep going down to where you're suffocating? You don't have... I guess you don't have swimming. I think that's probably the problem here. There you go. There's you swimming. There you go, bud. So that way we shouldn't have that problem anymore. Get that deconstructed. Get this emptied out. Beautiful. I don't think you need more than 2. I think 2 suffices. Yeah, this is overpressured pretty severely. How many arbor acorns are right here? Just the one? How many arbor acorns do we have? Because we could create a couple more. I have 8. I could create a couple more of these pit branches for just free wood and free just resources. Because I mean, we get meat, wood, and dirt essentially for a little bit of dupe labor and no other inputs, because we can wild plant them. Yeah, this line's gonna overdo for a minute, but that's okay. I do need a... Let's see, is that in gas? Where's the atmo sensor at? There it is. I'll make that a 9. We want that done pretty quickly. Green signal if above 1,000. I'll do 1,500 here. Just because I want this temperature. When this erupts, it erupts at 150. And if we already have a gas that's a lower temperature in here, that little bit of gas going into the room is not going to raise the temp that much. So this pump overheats at 75. So we want a gas in here so that we don't overheat it. Oh, is that? Oh, it's not quite enough. My bad. We need one more bottle. Oopsie poopsie. Let's see. We have this done already. It erupts 309 seconds every 703 and is up about half the time. So not awful. That should be plenty. It is not. I lied. What does brine stack to? It's at 1,100 now. Ah, we are overheating. You know, I just talked about this. And I don't have anything that can do that. It'd be okay. Temperature is a bit warm, though. And some of this temp will leak out through this water. Just because there's contact. But it shouldn't be too bad. This thing is erupting for a long time, though. With this, what I might have to end up doing is I might have to run a, might have to run some water in here, which actually... What I can do is I can bring this down. Just like this. Yeah, I know, it's warm in here. Don't stay in here for too long. Yep, we broke it because it's too warm. Dupes are scalding, and Higby is over here just swimming in a tiny bit of water. That's okay. What? How did we pop that piece there? Oh yeah, I know. I'm gonna bring some cool water into here, and then we'll be okay. Okay, this is good. We don't need any more brine. So the way we have this set up, there's only 30 grams of brine on here. There's only 10 on this one. Because there is brine here, these vents will never overpressure. So see, there's 11 kilograms of nat gas in here, and you would generally be able to get only up to 2 grams of gas. That'll help me decrease the temp a ton. Because this is coming in at 28 degrees. And it looks like it's leaving... Well, honestly, it's not leaving that much higher. But it's bringing the gas down to 38, which will help. I do want to see how this heats up. See, how much is this water heating up? It's heating up a little. But I guess since the water is flowing significantly quickly, maybe not. It'll be okay, though. Yeah, this emits a lot of natural gas, too, by the way. Basically 400 grams a sec. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Where are we stuck? How? How did we get in there? Can I make this out of abyssalite? No, I cannot. Is there anything near you that I can make this out of? No, there's only abyssalite. Alright, well, it's fine. Oh, whoops. It needs to be this one, right? How hungry are we? Oh, you still have 2,000 calories. You'll be okay for a minute. How's this water doing? It's up to 70 degrees. Which is interesting, because this is still at 29. Honestly, it should be fine. Because polluted water doesn't flash until 119. So, I mean... As long as this isn't going for so long that it... Yeah, see, now the temp is reducing back down. Honestly, pretty dramatically. And this won't erupt for another 0.6 cycle, so we should be good. Honestly, we should be good. We're up to 20k in here. Okay, so we've basically just kind of tamed this geyser. I mean, it's not a hard one to tame, and we do have the nat gas coming all the way over here. And what I honestly could do is I could extend this nat gas to be a like powerhouse over here. The problem is there's not enough of it. There's not enough of that to take care of the entire base. We also don't really need these running anymore, if I'm completely honest. Like, we don't really need the fertilizer. And we're kind of burning through our phosphorite by doing so. But it's okay. I mean, it's fine for now. So, what else? What else do we want to do here? We've gotten this gold volcano opened, which I do want to analyze that. I would very much like to find my other geysers, because I feel like I have, like, none. Like, I have this, which is not a great geyser. I have the saltwater geyser, which is cool. It's water. And then I have the natural gas and the gold. And if I'm not mistaken, this is not a dormant one, right? Volcano, copper volcano, saltwater. We have polluted. Wow, we just have garbage geysers. Oh, I see. I see. We did. Oh, we are geodormant. Okay. Okay, that's my least favorite trait. Um, I don't like geodormant. It's kind of dookie. But that kind of sucks. So we only have 2 water sources, which means we kind of need to be a little careful. Um, let's see. I mean, this is only up about half the time too, but it does erupt for a long time. The average output is 2.5 kilograms per second. How much do these take in? So it'll only run 2.5 electrolyzers. Basically. Only run about 2.5 electrolyzers. But with other sources, it shouldn't be too off of that. I would also really like to get these Drecos starting to ranch. Like, we do have... My saltwater is still here. We do have this as well. We can clean a lot of this polluted water. We do still have 2 unknown geysers as well. So, you know, those could be water geysers that I'm just not quite privy to. And honestly, that would be okay. Oh, dadgummit. Oops. Alright, get that going. I accidentally set those to priority 8, and that's okay. We'll set them all to priority 5. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. What I do think I will do is I will get a... How long has this gone? It's gone about 46 minutes. I think what I'm going to do is I think I am going to get all of these suits delivered. Oops. Oh my goodness. Why can't I just, like, copy? Why can't I copy, like, the settings for every other building when it won't let me copy the settings for this one? Alright, so we'll get all of those suits delivered. We'll get all the suits delivered. We will get... It looks like our oxygen's doing okay. I think what we're gonna have to do is I think in the next episode we're gonna get oxygen solved for the rest of the game, and I would do it. I will likely do it over here in this area or right here, and then set up a power spine. Those might be two separate videos because what's gonna end up happening is once we get those two things solved, we already have food solved. So all we really need to do after that is progress. So once we have suits up, we can dig out the entire map. We could get dupes specifically for the somnium synthesizer. We need to get plastic up, which means I would like to get these Drecos. I know that that's not really the way to do plastic in the Aquatic Planet pack, but I love Drecos. I think Drecos are a absolutely awesome critter, and I love ranching them. So I do think that I want to create a couple Dreco ranches, and honestly, it'll probably be like right here. Because I think this is actually I might not be able to. That's 30 degrees. I think mealwood. This is what you need mealwood in order to turn them into plastic Drecos. This is only good up to 30. So we will actually need to either cool an area or move them up here somewhere. So we could just set up an area to cool these guys here. Or like I said, we'll have to put them somewhere else. This is, like I said, this is likely going to be all of our space for, I could put them right here. What am I talking about? I could put them, straight up slap them right here, and I wouldn't have to cool a whole lot of anything. And I could even bring this over to cool it if I need to, because it's not running for the turbines right now, and we'll want to keep the turbines about the same temp as we'll want to keep this anyway, around that 20 to 28 degree range. So I mean, we most certainly could do that here. So we'll work on ranches next time. Excuse me, we won't work on ranches next time. Next time will be oxygen and probably power spine. Those might be two separate videos, but I might just be able to include it all in one video, because I mean I've made the oxygen generation buildings before, so I can just give like a small rundown of that. It shouldn't be too bad, and then the and then the power spine. Power spines are pretty simple. You kind of just take whatever you're creating, whatever your power is creating, whatever you're using to create the most power, you just kind of centralize it all in one spot. So currently we're using hydrogen, and we'll be using a lot of hydrogen from the oxygen generation. So we'll want hydrogen, and we will want the natural gas. The natural gas will want to be lower on the priority list though, just because of the fact that we're not getting a whole lot of it anyway. We're only getting one geyser worth. So it'll go lower on the totem pole. And then we want to make all of the tidal turbines, we want to make all of these go onto power transformers and then go into our power grid. Now, shouldn't be too hard to do. We can basically connect up to 3 of these at a time. So I could connect all 3 of these and put them in a power transformer and then put them into the grid, into our power spine. So, will that be a lot of work? Yes, but a lot of that is going to be work that has to be done off camera and is just kind of boring to watch. Honestly, sometimes it's boring to do, if I'm honest, because you're making the outline and then just waiting on your dupes to get it done. That's why I'm going ahead and digging all of this area out so that I don't have to worry about having to try to figure that part out later. I actually need to do that. So we will be quite busy, and we will have a lot of fun while doing it. So, all right, everybody. I think that's going to be it for this time. I am sorry that OBS kind of crapped out on me, and We missed a lot of the building of the kitchen and the setup to keep it cool. I do apologize for that. I can do more of the rundown at some point if we want to. I'll have to create another kitchen for my Back to Basics episodes anyway. So I mean, if you didn't see it here, you will still see it. I can go ahead and show the everything real quick. So, like I said, we have these lines. This staggers sometimes. I'm not quite sure why it does, because most of the time it just runs fluidly like it's doing now. Um, I think it staggers only when this runs, I guess, and it backs it up for a second. So I might have to take out a packet just so it runs smoothly all the time. And that's just a small thing to note. Um, and like I said, I have this little thermal sensor here set to -30 just to guarantee that my food stays frozen. And then for this, we don't have any automation there, but we do have this automated here. For the shipping, we have this guy set to the ingredients. So it's going in here to our little conveyor chute that has all of our ingredients, like the nori, the calamari, your fish fillets, anything that's being used to make food is going in there. And then we have this one set up for finished food. The finished food does include the lice loaf though, because this guy can access the finished food, so he can grab the lice loaf and put it into here. And if we ever get into a dire situation to where we need to eat lice loaf, we can take lice loaf from here and put it in the fridge, because this guy can get into the fridge. Okay. And so what the dupes do now is it's dinner time, so they run over here, grab from the fridge, sit down, and then they're good to go. And they are eating in poopy water because somebody's been throwing up because of the radiation. That is another thing we've got to fix, is we've got to fix this radiation up here. It's really bad. It's so bad. They might be, honestly, I don't even know. The ranches are bad, but like, actually what I might need to do is how's the radiation on this? I don't know how good the radiation blocking is on this. Irrelevant. That's gonna be it for me today. Like I said, all of this is set up to go. We could set up a smoker. The smoker is still out here. The problem with the smoker is it does create a decent amount of temp. So I don't know if I want it inside the base. I could set it up down here or something like that, so it's a bit closer. But remember, I did also set up the fish fillet to where it's being pulled directly from here, where a lot of our fish are, to where all of the extra fish are going. There are currently... It says there's only currently 91 critters in there. There were more, but I didn't set this for fish fillets because I'm goofy like that. So this will now send fish fillets all the way up. All the way up. The same with these guys. What I could do is I could set all of these to have fish fillets go up as well. And what these will do is they will send the fish fillets down to here, and then this will pick it up and send it to that central line. And then this is doing the same thing to where this is delivering meat on this line. So we're trying to get everything central to here, so we're not wasting any time going to grab food or anything like that. Now we do still have the mealwood we need to fix, which we can fix next episode. So that'll be done then. All right. Sorry about that. Just a million tangents to go on. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. This has been Ruined. You have a great day.